And welcome once again to Rotterdam, where the second match in this World Hockey Champions Trophy pits together two teams who've had a busy first half to 2008, as the holders Germany take on Argentina. Both camps have been involved in Olympic qualifying tournaments this year. Germany were emphatic qualifiers in Japan, but Argentina have suffered the heartbreak of missing out to New Zealand in Auckland. No Beijing then for the Pumas. And with no party to look forward to, Argentina have nothing to build towards here. This is their Olympics, if you like, and they would love to prove a point or two to the rest. Germany have shown great mental resilience to cast aside the disappointment of having to qualify, and some might say that the extra test required will have done them no harm at all. A young, experienced team will certainly start amongst the favourites here, and in China too. But Christopher Zeller is absent, and this is a worry for them in the run-up to Beijing. Argentina have shed a coach. Sergio Vigil stepped down after Auckland, and a couple of players as well. It'll be interesting to see their current form and indeed their mindset. First, the Athletes. Well, Germany, the defending champions, they won the 2007 edition of this tournament when it was held in Kuala Lumpur. So Argentina hoping to follow the example set by their national women's team, Las Leonas, who won the Women's Champions Trophy in Mönchengladbach just last month. But it'll be a tall order for Argentina, whose best finish in the Champions Trophy is fifth, a position they managed in '87 and again in 2003. We're looking then at the German lineup. Uli Bobolts in their net today, and this is a very powerful looking German team. With Witthaus and Keller, Carlos Nevada returning to the squad as well in a powerful looking front line there. And Moritz Förster, number 9, the European Hockey League's most valuable player, takes his place in the midfield. They'll certainly miss the experience of Christopher Zeller, and they'll be hoping his injury isn't too serious. Argentina then, bitterly disappointed not to make it to the Olympics. They came so close both in the Pan Am Games when they lost out to Canada on penalty strokes, and then in extra time to New Zealand, golden goal extra time. But still plenty of experience available to them. Vivaldi in goal for them, and look out for Paredes. Carlos Retegui steps up to the post now of chief coach. This is a big step up for him. Powerful player in his day, and that wasn't too long ago. Might have put on 1 or 2 more pounds since then. Lucas Villa there, another member of their exciting forward line. Morris Förster. And Germany today playing in the black shirts with the red shorts. Argentina, as ever, in those light blue and white striped shirts. So sun's out here at Rotterdam, a good crowd in, and we've already had an 8-goal thriller involving Australia.
Well done. Thank you very much, everyone.
Who proved to be too good for Korea, winning that one by 5 goals to 3. And the crowd are no doubt hoping for more goals in this one as well. So it'll be Argentina attacking the German goal to our right-hand side as we look down from the main grandstand here in Hockey Club Rotterdam. Promising start this for Argentina, and Bobolts is down and grounded, but the whistle goes to Germany's great relief. The umpire, Sat Kumar there from India, and he's joined today by Juan Manuel Jaraquina from Spain out on the far side. Germany making their 27th appearance in the Champions Trophy. Vest's pass out there to Montag was not stopped by Montag. Germany making a nervous start here. Argentina, the only side here in Rotterdam not going to the games. Timo Vest, Germany's young captain at the back. Here he is again. Impressive young man. Montag again, not trapping the ball cleanly, just a little skip off the turf here. Took the ball away over the sideline. Good early ball forward, and well picked up by Rodrigo Villa. Montag. Weissenborn. Now Förster. On for Carlos Navarro. Nice turn there by Navarro. Eager to get on with it. Forced his way back in the side. He was missing from the German squad earlier on, and he thought his Olympics were very much in doubt, but he looks like he's back in the mix again. And here he goes, going forwards. Good challenge coming in from Matthias Ray. Förster again. Lost on the whistle there, coming from umpire Rakina. Argentina with a hit. Must be really difficult for Argentina without the Olympics to look forward to. And yet here they are playing against some of the world's best teams, all with thoughts of Beijing very much in the forefront of their minds. Talking to the Australian coach Barry Dance in the press conference immediately after that opening game, Barry was saying that he's probably about 10 days away from announcing his squad for Beijing. 1 or 2 hard decisions for him still to make, and he'll do that once back home in Australia. Some difficult conversations to be had there. Australia have already announced their arrival here in Rotterdam with a really emphatic victory in the opening game. 5-3, and it could have been more. Sebastian Biedlak on halfway. Poor ball forward there, was looking for Nevada, but Nevada was heavily marked. It's Caglioni, dispossessed there by a hard-working Biedlak, who collides with a ball girl over on the sideline. I hope she's okay. It's It's a nice touch. Well done, Sebastian. Always the gentleman. Now, Philip Zeller, the brother of the missing Christopher. Lovely run by Nevada, who wants the penalty corner, and he gets it. Rakina pointing for the corner, so the opening corner of the game, it goes to Germany. Vivaldi there wipes away a bead of sweat. Nevada, real pace about him. Perfect build for a hockey player. Germany have won this tournament on 9 separate occasions. And they're looking for back-to-back wins. The first time we will have achieved that since the early 90s. They can pull it off here. Now options for Germany at the penalty corner. Florian Keller, tall number 23, far side of our picture, and Montag alongside him. Montag's peeled off. Keller takes it on. Charge down. Brave run off the line. Still not clear. What did that come off? Came off the foot. That'll be another penalty corner. Ignacio Bergner there. The unlucky Argentine defender. That was a shot coming in from Timo Vess. So the recipe as before, with Montag standing behind Keller. Keller takes it on, and this time rattles the backboards with a solid looking shot that seemed to go underneath Vivaldi. And Germany are ahead. Florian Keller, the goal scorer. Let's watch it again from behind the goal this time. The goalkeeper should have done better. A little late getting down there, but plenty of power. And Vivaldi would have known from the sound that greeted his arrival on the turf. The ball cannoning there off the middle of his backboards. Goalkeeping error. Germany ahead. Germany coming forward again. First to this time, no corner. Nevada earned a good challenge, getting possession back, but Germany turn it over again. Rodrigo Ray trying to make a run down the centre. Matthias Villa now on the ball. He leaves it. A little bit of pushing and shoving. You see how tight it is in there. Biedelack trying to share the same spot of turf there with the Argentine marker. Now Sat Kumar is happy. There goes the ball, and what does that come off? Nothing at all, according to Sat Kumar. Gives a hit out to the defence. Promising free hit that for Argentina. Montag, a wistful shake of the head there. Big blast on the whistle. Hit again to Germany. These two, the youngest squads on show here. Germany just the younger. Our first up. Nice ball in for Nevada. Nevada tried to lay it off quickly there for the dangerous Tibor Weissenborn. Good challenge by Förster. Weissenborn goes a tumble there. Just a free hit, no card. No cards in the first game either, so maybe the umpires have declared an amnesty. Tobias Hauk. Vivaldi watches that one go over his baseline. Germany still dominant. There's Oliver Kahn trying to chase the ball down. Vivaldi in control. Ball stood in play. Montag plays it into the middle. He was looking for Ben Vess, the brother of the captain. Argentina trying to get back to the game plan here after that early setback. Keller's penalty corner, finding a way past Juan Manuel Vivaldi. Weissenborn for Biederlach. Zeller. Lovely pick up there. Ben Vess showing good form. Weissenborn again, now for Biederlach on this left-hand touchline. Germany displaying great patience. Weissenborn again, had a quick look. Good interception by Matthias Frey. Tasty challenge there, put in by Nicholas Meinert. Marcus Weiss, the German coach, there on the phone. Now Nevado. Nevado knocked over, free hit to Germany, deep in their own half. Timo Vess is on it. Hammers it out to that right-hand side. Biederlach for Philip Zeller. Timo Vess unopposed. Makes a few metres forward and throws an aerial on the run. It's a lovely one as well. Brilliantly taken out in the end by Gilardi. Needed to be accurate there with a stop. Argento tries to get past Zeller. Busy little Witthaus there again. This is Korn. Ball coming off an Argentine foot, so it'll be a free hit to Germany in a central position. Meinert. Diving interception there by Rodrigo Villa. Biederlach. Mop of curly hair. Ball hammered. No real certainty into the circle. Gilardi. Plays a similar sort of role to the one that his now coach Carlos Retegui used to do for Argentina. Real rock at the back. Zeller just knocking the ball over the baseline there, conceding the long corner. Wild ball into the circle there, and that's hurt Argento. Watch it again. Wild ball from Gilardi and up into the body there of Thomas Argento. Seems okay. Good athlete. No doubt there'll be an apology from his teammate at some stage. Good closing down there by the same Argento, obviously showing no ill effects. This is Garetta. Playing his hockey in Europe recently. did that come off? It came off a German foot, and Argentina now have a corner and a chance to get back on terms. Now, historically, the Argentines have always been an influential and innovative side at the penalty corners. Let's see what they've got prepared for this tournament. No surprise that the tall figure of Juan Ignacio Gilardi has come up from the back. Goretta too can generate some power from a much smaller frame, but he's not involved in this one. He's back in the midfield. Looks like Gilardi, there he is, a tall figure there. Looks like he's going to be the target man. Germany prepared, back behind the line. Never really on balance. Kumar just pushing them back. Bidelak looking to steal an advantage here and get quickly off the line. Gilardi's shot is charged down, still there though. And what did that come off? Looked to come off the defender's stick. Kumar agrees, long corner decision. That's a weak one. Good work there by the German defence, closing down the Argentine corner. Well, 2008 certainly a year that Argentina will wish to forget. Coming so close in their Continental Cup, losing to Canada, a side they would normally reckon to get the better of. And then marching on to Auckland, playing so well in the early stages of that tournament, but it all came and stuck in the final against the hosts, who scraped through in the cruelest fashion of all. Real body blow for that, and no surprise when the likeable Sergio Vigil, their highly emotional, highly charged coach, fell on his sword after that one. Hopefully a broken man, but only a temporary broke, because he has a lot to offer the game. Gilardi. Argento going for a run there, matching up with Gianmarco Montag. Goretta trying to drill the ball through the German defence there. He's got a free hit. Goretta again. Stocky little player. Philip Witte on now for Ben Vess. Powerful run from Vess. Ball played just behind Hauk there. Took a little bit of the speed out of the attack. Now Witthaus. Vess again, under pressure, losing out. So we're halfway through this first half in the second game in the World Hockey Champions Trophy. Germany leading from a Florian Keller penalty corner conversion. That came from Germany's second corner of the game. Timo Vess. Lovely ball for his little brother there. Lovely control from Germany. Bidelak for Gianmarco Montag, who perhaps isn't on top of his game at the moment. 1 or 2 unforced errors coming from Montag. Argentina thought they'd done enough for a free hit. Kumar eventually agrees. There's Goretta. If you were following the European Hockey League action, you might have seen something of The little Argentine, Juan Eduardo Garreta, steely little player. Lovely play by Weissenborn. Now space for Moritz Förster to come forward in. Keller back to Förster, shoots, and Vivaldi got something on it. Oh, Moritz Förster is a real bag of tricks. Weissenborn again. This time his skills letting him down. The opportunity for Förster. Shot come cross. Argentina trying to find a way back into this game. Long corner, ball breaking off the stick of Tibor Weissenborn. Bit tight there for Argentina. They'll try again. Marcus Weiss showing all the frustrations on the team bench. Although Germany have only qualified for Beijing through the Olympic qualifying route, Germany won't forget that was exactly what their women did in Athens, and they ended up with the gold medals. And certainly Germany will be a side that many will fancy come the Olympics. Not too far away from those games now. Sebastian Dragoon, a little bit of a push in the back there, but Germany still in possession of the ball. Montag almost caught, looks a little leg weary, and Marco Montag. I'm sure the Germans have been working very hard on their fitness. Montag just losing a yard of pace, and a chance goes begging there. And it was Matthias Witthaus with a shot, just got underneath it. The ball might have just hopped in front of his stick. Let's watch it again. A lovely approach work coming from Witthaus. And well, should have done better. Weissenborn just getting underneath the ball. Immediately holding his head, couldn't believe he'd missed that one. Germany normally so clinical in the finish. Germany trying to make a couple of changes on that far side. Weissenborn back into the fray. A very short break. Minor forward for Förster. That's a lovely ball. Right onto the stick there of Weissenborn. Hammers it in, looking for Dragoon. Förster losing out. Argentina take it quickly. This is promising for them. This is Caglioni. The ball coming off the foot there of the covering defender, the German captain Timo Wess. Caglioni showing good pace there. So Argentina right on the edge of that German circle. Gilardi coming up from the back. And an accurate delivery here. Oh, that was high. And that really hurt. Förster goes down. Ball lifting dangerously, so it'll be a free hit to Germany. Certainly testing Förster's shin pads. He jumped, I think he caught it more or less on the foot in the end, but the ball was a foot off the ground. Always a lottery when it hits you on the boot like that, whether you can break a little bone in the foot, but Förster seems okay. He's running across, looking at the bench as if he might want to make a change here. In fact, he's going to do that. Really labouring his way off as Germany come on the attack. This is Weissenborn, and going all the way there. Argentina stepping off him, allowing him the space for a shot. And Weissenborn, for the second time in as many minutes, coming very close to a second German goal. Well, Förster has made his way across the team bench, and the medic's going to work on him here. This will be an important one for Germany. They need to get him out on the field. Need to make sure he's no long-term damage in there. That magic spray. Zeller lays it off for Montag. And again for Weissenborn. Back in for Tobias Hauk, under pressure. A wild challenge coming in by Facundo Caglioni. Biedelak. Back for Timo Vess. Poor pass there by the German captain, not like him at all. Into the circle, shot comes in and into the back of the net from Matthias Paredes. Argentina are level. And Paredes there showing good form in the circle. He spotted the gap. And Carlos Retegui, a happy coach. Let's watch it again. Paredes using his strength there. And drill the ball across the face of Uli Bobolts. And just inside the post. Lovely finish. No chance there for Bobolts. Perfectly placed by Paredes. So 1-1. Really good strike that. And as soon as it left his stick, you could see the line was going to make life very tough for Bobolts. And he had no chance at all there. Now Biedelak. So a setback there for Germany, who don't like letting goals in at the best of times. Philip Zeller. There's Hauk, still Hauk, and his run deep into that Argentine circle ends with a penalty corner. Really good work there by Tobias Hauk. Still only 20 years of age. Great future ahead of him. Bundled over there in the end. There's the youngster. Keller took the last couple of corners. Will this be a Montag moment? There's the goal scorer for Germany, Florian Keller. Member of the Keller dynasty of hockey players. It's Keller again, shoots, this time Vivaldi gets something on it. Right behind the line, but he needed the help there also of his defender, Matthias Rey, to clear the ball. Again, lots of power coming from Keller. Montag again, looking a little out of sorts. You don't know, or at least I don't know, what pressure some of these players are under from their coaches, whether they think they're automatic choices to Olympic Games or whether they think they're still vying for a place. The difference between going and not going, of course, is everything to these athletes. That came off the foot. Free hit. Promising central position is for Germany, just a metre or two outside that Argentine circle. Got two balls on the pitch temporarily. Weissenborn, number 14, and he's got Keller behind him. Weissenborn peels off, leaves it for Keller, who drills it in, and that's come off the large foot there of Juan Gilardi, and it'll be another penalty corner, corner number 4 indeed for Germany. Keller's power there, unlocking the Argentine defence. Gilardi not able to get his feet out of the way. Now this time Germany are going to try something different. Dragoon is up there alongside Montag. Keller has peeled off to the right. Keller wide on the right hand side. Dragoon shot and gloved away there by Vivaldi, but again good option at the corner coming from Germany. Sebastian Dragoon Got the ball going on target, but Vivaldi saw it all the way. Goalkeeper won't mind seeing this one again. Dragoon shot, and Vivaldi moving that left hand very smartly across to knock it away to safety. Gilardi. Good interception. Keller losing out. Possession back with Argentina. Bit scrappy through the midfield at the moment. Van Vest tangling with Almada. Montag trying to make headway down that right-hand side. Choppy waters in the midfield, plenty of little niggles going on down there. Weissenborn wants to take the free hit quickly, but it's denied that. Argento. There's Super Mario Almada. Lucas Rey drops it now for Rodrigo Villa. Villa up against Timo Vess. Germany conceding the long corner. Patient stuff from Argentina, happy to play the ball back to the unmarked Gilardi. Now it goes back into the circle, and no one can lay a stick on the ball. Almada was close, so was that man, Argento. Zella, little trip there, but play allowed to go on. Ooh, risky ball there. Almada wasn't far away from picking that one up. Eventually found its way across to Montag, but it could have been a different story. Zella. Brother Christopher sitting up in the stands here. Ruled out of this tournament through injury, but he's come along to have a look at the form of his own team and also the opponents. Ball finally works its way to Gilardi. Hammers it forward. Very good interception indeed there by Zella. This is Vita. And Montag.
Mario.
Vita losing out.
Tommy, quédate.
Almada twists away from Weissenborn. Off a German foot. So less than 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Game very much in the balance, 1 goal apiece. Remember, Germany took the lead from Florian Keller from a penalty corner, but Argentina have worked their way through a poor patch and have now enjoyed some pressure of their own. And Paredes has put them back on terms. Vess for Montag over in front of the Argentine team bench. Montag losing out again. Argento commits the foul and will be spoken to before the substitution is allowed. Rakina there, happy just to have a word, not resorting to cards again. Now Bidalak. Vess. Argentina getting a little bit careless with some of these challenges, and they need to be careful here. We're going to see a card this time. Kumar reaching into his pocket. And it's number 28 for Argentina, Facundo Caglioni. Picked Picks up the first green card, the first card indeed of this World Hockey Champions Trophy. We're almost halfway through the second game. Philip still poised over this free hit. We're waiting for the umpire to say that we're ready. A little bit of handbags in that Argentine circle. Becoming very much a feature of the game, these packed circles. Zella powers the ball in, deflected away, skillfully there by Matthias Ray. Germany trying to re-establish a lead before the break. Argentina, for the most part now, just sitting back. Witthaus was under pressure from Gilardi, a couple of little nibbles at his stick. Gilardi towering above Witthaus. Lovely work by Biedlak, and it's come off the Argentine foot. It's right on the edge of the circle, but critically for Argentina, just outside rather than just inside. Now Biedlak with Förster behind him. Biedlak leaves it, Förster plays the ball in. Very good stop indeed by the Argentine front man there. So important that Villa stopped that ball securely, and that most certainly he did. Into the last minute then of this first half. Weak flick over the top. Biedlak came in and made it dangerous, but Argentina have the free hit. A long corner, the ball coming off the stick there of Timo Vess. Well, Argentina need to take it quickly, and they do. But it's recipe as before. Almada caught in possession. Weissenborn runs the ball clear, just killing the last couple of seconds as we hear the half-time hooter sounding here in Rotterdam. Half-time scoreline here in this game between Germany and Argentina then. At the break, it's 1 goal apiece. Well, Germany certainly started brightly, and they looked as if they could have this game over and done with before the interval. And when Florian Keller gave Germany the lead from a well-taken penalty corner, it seemed it was the first of many. But Argentina, to their very great credit, have dug deep and have come right back in contention. Mateus Paredes with a well-taken goal put them back on terms at the interval and given them some real hope perhaps for creating a real upset here in Rotterdam. So the team's leaving the pitch for half-time. We're going to take a short break as well, but join us back here for some highlights coming up for you in just a few minutes' time.
Jongelui, het is niet de bedoeling dat jullie het veld betwegen.
Yeah, that's good. Welcome back then to Rotterdam. The teams are locked down in the change rooms to discuss the first 35 minutes action here. The crowd have got plenty to talk about as well. We're going to enjoy some of the highlights from the first half that's seen Argentina drawing level with Germany 1-1 at the break. And it was Germany who turned on the power play early on their second corner of the game, skillfully converted there by Florian Keller. Could one Vivaldi in the Argentine net and a little bit better. And I think from this replay we'll see that he most certainly could. A little slow getting down there. Germany had more chances to open up a bigger lead, that one going across the face of Vivaldi's net. And Moritz first always busy. But Argentina started to find some sort of pattern of play themselves, and they had a couple of half chances that might have made it a little easier for them. But it was in the main Germany who looked the more dominant. Weisenborn in the thick of all things good. And Witthaus there getting underneath the ball and playing it high over the top of Vivaldi's bar when he really should have made it 2-0 at that point. And then really out of nowhere, Argentina found a way through the German defence. Paredes, who played his club hockey in Holland last season, drilling that ball past Uli Bobolt, and the ball coming in off the side of the post and into the back of the German net for 1 goal apiece. Germany had other corners. That was Dragoon's shot, very well dealt with indeed there by Vivaldi. So it's 1-1 at half time here. That sets us up very nicely for the second half, and as the stats show, Germany have had most of the game. 4 corners to just 1 from Argentina, 4 shots on goal for Germany as well, and the lion's share of possession. The one control card shown so far. So nicely set up as Germany coming back into the arena for the start of the second half, having heard no doubt the thoughts of their coach Marcus Weiss. Little Matthias Witthaus there. Really good crowd in again. Most of them, of course, have turned up to watch the Dutch who are in action in the final game of the day against Spain. A rather weak sunshine. Kumar, the Indian umpire, who's umpiring on this camera side. Plenty of orange being worn, of course. The whole nation seems to be bedecked in orange at the moment. And here come the Pumas. Florian Keller just putting his gum shield in there, the scorer of the German goal. Germany didn't really get their act together after a promising first 5 or 10 minutes. They really lost their way a little bit and allowing Argentina to get some sort of grip on the game. A few running repairs there. I see so many youngsters have made their way to this really splendidly appointed Rotterdam Hockey Club, and the tented village here has got to be seen to be believed. Wonderful exercise in hosting an event. Carlos Retegui there just adjusting the headset. Our signal going out live on the internet for the first time ever. So our pictures and sounds beamed right across the globe. No doubt there'll be some interested Argentine supporters back home looking at this and just wondering how their team, who've had such a difficult 12 months, would shape up. Well, so far the message is they're looking good heart. Despite those disappointments, they're rugged as ever, and their heads haven't gone down even when they conceded that early goal. They fought their way through a rocky patch in the early stages. They're a worthy opponent here for Germany. Marcus Weiss, the German coach, standing with his hand on the top of the dugout there. He's had plenty to concern him in the first half. And the scene is set, and we're almost ready to go here. Umpire Kumar blows the whistle, and probably Germany trying to take the game to the Argentine goal away to our right-hand side. Guarded, of course, by Vivaldi. This is Forster. Tripped there as he tried to offload the pass. The umpire might have held his whistle. Now Timo Vess. Montag. Nicely picked out of the air there by Lucas Ray. Now Rodrigo Villa sets off on a run. Did well. Matthias Villa. Got the ball going forward again for brother Rodrigo. Good run there. It took Lucas Villa deep into the circle, and the pass was on the end of his stick. He just couldn't control it. Timo Vess brings the ball out of that German circle. Has a look. Picks out Montag. Biedelack. Best goes via the aerial route, but easily taken out there by Lucas Argento. Gilardi plays the ball cross-field. Bergner back for Gilardi again. Lucas Veer trying to tuck the ball under his arm there and play a first-time pass for Roddy Veer. Didn't work out. Montag looks a little more secure in his stopping. Missed 2 or 3 easy balls in that first 35 minutes. Zeller for Biedlak. Caglioni sets off on a run, good pace about it as well. Came off the foot of Gianmarco Montag. It'll be a hit then to Argentina. Lucas Ray just being pushed a couple of metres further back. Gilardi strikes it in. Weissenborn a really secure stop. Off he goes, he's got support to his left, and Gilardi there coming in with a cynical challenge. Surprised the umpire didn't issue a card there. He might come back to it now. Umpire Rakina. Seems to have given the card there to Lucas Veer, but I'd have thought the first challenge from Gilardi was the one he might have been most interested in. Lucas Veer was guilty, I think, of breaking play down after the free hit, just making sure the ball wasn't there to be taken quickly. Vest throws it over the top. Zeller jumping, trying to keep the ball in. Successful as it turns out. Forster under great pressure, never going to escape from there. Gilardi knocks it forward. Biedlak pressurised there by Roddy Veer. Biedlak again. Trying to get the ball forward there for Forster, but intercepted by Argentina. Here's Argento. Come off Zeller's foot. Zeller claiming the ball was high. And umpire agreeing. Seems to have caught him around about the top of the shin pad there. So Germany in the wars a little bit. Montag throws the ball forward. Out doing well, takes a free hit quickly and pushing the back there on Hauk from Gilardi. Gilardi's treading on thin ice for me at the moment. A couple of challenges from him have been less than world class. Built for comfort rather than speed. Zeller. I can only imagine the Argentine fitness program at the moment is not at the same level as the Germans. They've haven't got a bill for the Olympics. This is their big tournament now left in 2008. They've fluffed their lines in the two that really mattered, though, the Pan-American Games, when there was an automatic Olympic qualification at stake, and again in the Olympic qualifier, that 6-team tournament in Auckland, with just one golden ticket up for grabs. And they had it, and they were so nearly there, and it was snatched away from them in the cruelest of fashions in the end by the Kiwis. Tough for Germany too. They've had to come through the last of those Olympic qualifiers held in Japan. They did so with great style, but they're having to keep their fitness levels at a very high level right the way through the year. That's not easy. there. And doing Gilardi again for pace. No whistle. House. Good clearance for Argentina. Support arriving. Handling there by Lucas Roy, and on now for Lopez. Looking for the foot, I think, didn't find it. Weissenborn. Marked there by Lucas Ray. Montag. Bidelac. Zella. This is Vess. Lofted ball from Timo for Ben Vess. Vithaus. Keller. Keller taking on the entire Argentine defence on his own. He might have played the ball to his left there. The ball comes to the edge of his circle, but he's happy to allow the ball in the end. As Camara tried to chase it down, the ball's just letting the ball pass harmlessly over his baseline. So Germany start again from the back. Zeller. Best boys trying to combine again. This time Ben not picking the ball up cleanly. It dropped out of the leaden skies. Bit scrappy at the moment. Neither side really firing on all cylinders. Almada not trapping the ball. Right in front of the team bench there. No hiding place. Carlos Retigui, the Argentine coach, and his haunches there in front of the team bench. Wouldn't have expected to be the lead coach at this stage in the year. At the start of the year, he was very much in the frame as the assistant coach. But, the resignation of the then head coach Sergio Vigil has offered Retigui the opportunity that he couldn't refuse. This is Minot making good pace. Plays the ball into the circle for Vithaus, who's marked as closely as ever. Vithaus again. Lucas Ray back for Gilardi. Ball played in the air. Vithaus sets off again. Challenges snapping in there, but Vithaus keeping possession. And the whistle goes in the end for a free hit taken quickly by Germany. Real tricky customer, Matthias Vithaus. Not much of him, but he's really strong on the ball and real pace about him. He's got that change of pace that's so difficult to defend against. And quick becomes much quicker. Ben Vess. Ball off the foot there of the Argentine defender, who claims it came off his stick. Witte. Still Witte. Might have let go of the ball a little quicker there. Lucky to keep possession. Timo Vess. Again, picked out. Almada. Weissenborn. 3 blue and white shirts around him, but he still escaped their attentions. And umpire Kumar penalises Weissenborn there, but a really good run there. Marcus Weiss looks on, studious as ever. A lot of possession for Germany, 62%. Lucas Ray. Now Gilardi. Gilardi put under pressure there by Sebastian Dragoon. Just was able to offload the pass in time. Once again, Germany sitting back. Gilardi throws a high ball. Zeller's underneath it. And Almada getting too close. Biedlak. Witthaus come deeper into the midfield to pick this one up. Now Weissenborn. Horn. A lovely turn. Vitter. Big push there. Free hit taken quickly, despite the fact the Argentine player seems to have got hurt in that incident. Play waved on by the umpire. Vitter. See the left of your picture, the Argentine player still down. He's taken a face injury here. Eventually, umpire Rakina stops play. See what happened again. This is Vitter on the ball. Oh! Too close for comfort. Collision with the body, I think, rather than the stick. Solid figure there of Carlos Retegui. Watch again. Marcus Weiss with a little bit of advice, I think, there for the team officials. Thought his team might have had a free hit there. I think he had a reasonable case. Vitter. Back for Zeller. Good early ball, but doesn't end up on the stick of Carlos Nevado. Some of the German passing lacks accuracy and a little bit of conviction. Ball is played into areas with no real intent at the moment. Easy pickings for Argentina. Witthaus on halfway, doing well. Germany, not only the reigning champions in this Champions Trophy, but just a reminder, they're also the reigning world champions. So they're looking to add a third title in Beijing, and that would be a terrific set, wouldn't it? World, Olympic and Champions Trophy holders all the same moment in time. But some way from saying they're going to be Champions Trophy holders come Beijing at the moment on their form here. They're not going to trouble the Australians, what we've seen so far. Germany side who do seem to get better as tournaments go on. Well, they've still got almost 19 minutes in this one. Try and get beyond the first hurdle. Argentina putting up strong resistance here. We weren't sure about their mindset, but they've come with a very positive attitude, and obviously committed the disappointments of the past to the past. Biedelack under pressure. Still can pick out Timo Vess. Hauk. Paredes, the goal scorer. Goretzka, like Paredes, he's been playing club hockey recently in Europe. In Goretzka's case, he was playing it just across the border in Belgium. Biedelack under pressure. Quickly flows down. Now Argentina working really hard here. I wonder if they sense that they could pull off a real shock here by inflicting an opening day defeat on the title holders. Got some defending to do here though. Free hit, Sebastian Dragoon wins it. Argentina thought the ball was going in their favour. It isn't. Empire's getting a little bit of confusion there. Eventually the free hit was indeed given to Argentina. A little bit of the quality that we saw in the first half has gone out of the game in the second period. Neither coach will be particularly pleased with the offerings of their respective camps. Chance here, and infringement spotted near the penalty spot. We're into the last quarter of this one. Still tied together at the scoreline we had at half-time. 1 goal apiece. Chances few and far between in the second half so far. Perhaps as the teams tire, defences might make more mistakes. But at the moment, you get the feeling both sides playing well within themselves. No one really straining at the bit. Hauk losing out. Paredes plays it infield for Lucas Villa. Villa goes past Vess and past Biedelack. Chance here, can they force it in? They can indeed. And the goal comes for Argentina. Rodi Villa, I think, was the goal scorer there. And might have been a touch near ago. Carlos Retegui there, animated, punching the air. And Germany, who once led, now find themselves behind. Watch it again. Battling run. And forced over the line. This is Lucas Villa here, number 12. Turns inside Vess. Biedelack couldn't get to him. The ball breaking then. And forced there by Rodi Villa. And Retegui in orbit. There's a happy coach. So Germany, if they needed a wake-up call, they've just had one. Rodrigo Villa, the goal scorer for Argentina. Goal coming, as you can see there, in the 56th. So Germany need to turn it on now if they're going to avoid a first-day defeat. Keller with plenty of pace there, looking for the deflection, but no one could get on the end of it. Argentina now starting to sit back a little bit, going to make life tough for the Germans. You could see from that human reaction of Carlos Retegui just how much this tournament means to Argentina. They need to start rebuilding and get their confidence back after the battering it's taken the last 12 months. And this would be a real feather in their caps if they can deliver. Problems here, Vivaldi to the rescue. Left foot there, kicking the ball clear. Germany trying to up the pace. And a really sleepy second half performance from them. Vess. Eventually it ends up with Korn. Again, mistake coming from Germany. Oliver Korn this time getting his foot in the way of the ball. Now what have Germany got left for a finale here? Obviously missing the services of Christopher Zeller. Brother Philip at the back will be missing him more than most. He's watching about the game from about 10 to 12 metres away from my commentary position. No doubt a frustrated view of the way this German side are playing at the moment. Something not quite working for Germany. Hard to put my finger on exactly what, but there's no real urgency about their game, no desire. Been a tough year for them, of course, and you can't keep a team at the top of their game and peak levels of fitness right the way through. Could be that that's the problem here for Germany at the moment, the timing of this event not quite right. Kumar having a word with Ignacio Bergner, and Bergner shown a green card. No spare room in that Argentine defence. First to place it short. Oh, that's come off the foot. Careless defending there by Argentina. Matthias Ray should have done better. Ball played in by Montag, went a long way, and just coming off Ray's foot there. So Germany win their first corner of the second half, their fifth of the game. A long time in coming, this second half corner. Keller's up there, Montag's up there as well. We've not seen Montag given one of these opportunities just yet. Will this be his moment? He's looking interested on the far side. Now as Keller takes it on, goes low, came off the post. My goodness, that was close. And Zeller's snapshot there flies right. Keller very close there to tying things up again. A little bit fortunate there for Argentina. Vivaldi well beaten, the ball coming off the face of the post and rebounding to safety. And Zeller's shot going over the top in the end. So that's more like it from the world champions. And Argentina, having survived that little scare, their hearts will be beating just a little faster. Biedlak is down, he's holding that left knee. This will be a worry for Germany. Looks like it might be a touch of cramp actually. little early in the tournament, perhaps, for cramp, but Biedlak having some assistance there. It's Timo Vest, the impromptu physio, calling for more professional assistance. Argentina regrouping there. Let's just see how close Germany came to equaliser. Keller again going with a low shot. Vivaldi was beaten, not much doubt about that. The ball coming back off the frame of the goal. When it landed back on Zeller's stick, he wasn't far away. Well, you need some luck sometimes for a goalkeeper, and Vivaldi there certainly riding his luck. There's a deflection just in front of the goalkeeper off a German stick from Zeller's shot. I think Biedlak is going to leave the field here. Left leg causing problems. Marcus Weiss doesn't look too stressed about life in general. Biedlak discards his stick. He won't need that for a few minutes while they go to work on that left leg. Very, very high aerial, but it's not a good one. Weissenborn. Too far ahead of Minot. Really good aerial ball forward again. Argentina still capable of scoring again, and Germany pushing forward, looking for something out of this game. Must be careful they don't leave too many gaps at the back. Bess, good ball for Weissenborn, who just avoids kicking it. Witthaus, early ball into the circle, knocked away by Lucas Argento. Less than 10 minutes left then in this one. Argentina may have some defending to do in the closing stages here, as Germany keep coming forward. This is Montag. Lovely balling, great take and attempted turn there by Witthaus, but just crowded out of things. Nice stuff from Argentina. Good pace about this attack. Carlos Navarro back there with Paredes. Caglioni in there on Tobias Hauk. Hauk wins the free hit. Now Montag. Ooh, a mistake there by Montag, and it almost cost Germany, but Vest was alert to the danger, just stepping in. Lovely ball out there for Moritz Förster. Förster, the club captain of Uhlenhorster. The inaugural European Hockey League winners. Now Vest again. Witthaus trying his armoury of trickery. Germany again, Witthaus. Free hit. Heard the clash of sticks there. Two or 3 meters outside that Argentine circle. Förster plays the ball short. This is Keller, drills it in, and it's come off the foot there. Ben Vest looking for the deflection. He got his stick on the ball, but he could only play it onto his own foot. Argentina really need to get the ball to the other end of the field. Germany is such a difficult side to defend against. You really need to have some attacking options. Retigui, a real bag of nerves down there on the bench by the looks of things. He knows he's close to an unexpected victory here if they can pull it off. But he'll also be well aware that within this team is the capability to self-destruct at any moment. Argentina, more than any other side in the world, won't count anything in the way of chickens before they're well and truly hatched on the final whistle. Germany coming strongly again, working their way along the baseline, and Keller missing out. Argentina in no great hurry. Gilardi throws a high aerial. The bounce made it difficult, and Bubbles was out. Villa was lurking there. If he could got a stick on the ball, he could have embarrassed the Germans further still. Witte, lovely ball. Weissenborn. Argentina coming out of defence again. Matthijs Paredes plays it on for Cammareri down this left-hand side. Tracked back there by Zeller. Cammareri happy just to hold the ball up. A few more extra touches on the ball, a few more seconds. Ticking away. Germany forced back on defence. This is where Argentina want to play the game for the next 4.5 minutes. Well, this may not be the most important event in the 2008 hockey calendar, but no side ever wants to lose, and it's so important for the Olympics that you go into events with your confidence high. Doesn't look like the Germans are going to get a win out of this. They'll be very happy indeed if they can get back on terms now. We're going to the last 4 minutes. Zeller still deep in his own half of the field, picks a good ball for Vess. Ben Vess now for Timo Vess. Good one over the top. Witthaus has got behind the Argentine defence, but nicely picked out there by Bergner. Mary just throws it over the top. Possession back with Germany again. Zeller. Weissenborn. Into the Argentine half he goes. Germany blue and white shirts, and Weissenborn didn't lay the pass off quickly enough. He's won a free hit though. Timo Vess. Montag pushing forward on this right hand side, off the foot there of the Argentine defender, Cammareri. Montag sweeps it in, and that's come off the defender's foot. And claiming the ball was played in the air high there. But Kumar thought he had a good... First acknowledging the decision. It was high, but it might well have been a shot on goal there from Förster. So an opportunity here for Germany with another corner. Argentina slow to get back behind the line. Kumar has stopped the watch. Marcus Weiss cuts a frustrated figure down there. Keller rattled the post from the last corner. The seconds were still ticking away. I thought the umpire had stopped the watch, but it doesn't appear to have happened. Blows the whistle now to restart it. Interesting, very interesting. 2 minutes on the stadium clock. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a beauty from the captain. pulls it out when it was most needed, and Germany back on terms there. Timo West, the German captain, changing a routine, slip left, and West did the rest, tucking it away inside Vivaldi's left hand half of the net, right in the corner, and a really good finish there. Timo West from that penalty corner, 2 goals apiece. Germany coming forward now in search of an unlikely winner. Just about a minute left in this one. Both Germany's goals today have come from penalty corners. Forster. Well, Argentina seem to have lost the ability to close games out, but they could inflict further damage on Germany. Here, shot comes in, blocked by Zeller. Just a long corner. Well, a goal now will certainly settle it. 20 seconds and counting left on the clock. Now here's Forster. He's got to go route one. Oh, and Witte couldn't stop it. If the ball had fallen more kindly for Witte, it would have been a really good opportunity. But it's the last opportunity of the half. And an entertaining game in the end has ended in a draw here. Germany and Argentina have tied by 2 goals apiece. So near and yet so far again for Argentina. They must have thought that they were going to get the 3 points from this opening game, but Germany came back. A slightly fortuitous penalty corner, but a very good conversion from Timo West, earning the point. So honours even in this one, and probably in the balance of the game a reasonably fair reflection. Germany still looking to find their top form. We didn't see too much of it today, just fleeting glimpses. So Germany it was who took an early grip on the game. Florian Keller's very well taken penalty corner, and at that point they were good value, and we thought they would go on to a really convincing victory. But Argentina, to their very great credit, created problems for Germany in that first half, and Matthias Paredes with a really well taken goal tied it up at 1 goal apiece and set up the second half very nicely for us. But the real surprise came when Argentina found themselves going ahead. Villa there celebrating in true Argentine fashion. And it looked as if that was the way it was going to finish. Carlos Retegui so close to a famous victory, but with the clock showing less than 2 minutes to go, the captain played a get out of jail card, and that tied it up 2-2 it finished. So 6 penalty corners today for Germany, 2 of which ended up in the back of the net, and they needed those corners, didn't they? 11 shots from them, just 6 from Argentina. And Germany's possession there would suggest that they were well on top throughout the game. But in truth, Argentina did cause them some problems. And Argentina should be proud of that team achievement. A really good effort against the reigning Champions Trophy and World Cup winners. Well, that's it. Just 1 to go now today. It'll be